Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead. Today we're upgrading our solar system. This is a previous video on this battery. Quick unboxing battery or video. It is the wattcycle. It's the cheapest damn battery I've ever seen. When it comes to a lithium battery, 100 watt or 100 amp hour battery, I paid like $155 per battery. That is extremely cheap. We have a 24 volt system. We've been using I've been using these little doodads. These little 24 volt, what are they, 23, where'd it go? Yeah, 23.4 amp hours. So, I mean, there's 300 watt hours. Yes, that's basically 299.5 watt hours per, and we had 3 of those, so that's 369, about 900 watt hours. These things have, what is it, 1200 watt hours each. I got 4 of them now, so big upgrade. What's that, increase 3x or something? 4x? I don't know. You tell me. Anyways, I'm just here to show you what I'm doing. And if I screw it up, you'll know not to do it that way. So, we're going to blend these into a 24 volt system real quick. I'm going to show you how to hook them in the 24. Kind of show you what I got going on. We'll go from there. Alright, so let's look down. We got our 2 batteries here. And to make them 24 volt. Or, yeah, 24 volt. All we need to do is put them in series. So, your little DC right there. You can see it. Let's test one out. Make sure the battery's live. Got a 13.1718. 13.18. And that's good because that means both these should be at the same level. So when we make them into one big 24 volt battery, we shouldn't have any issues, hopefully. And to do that, we're just going to hook the positive and the negative up together. So these batteries did actually come with some cables. So makes that a lot easier, right? Got our little screws. It says somewhere what these are, but I don't really remember. You can tell me later. So I will say they look like they're thick enough to take a couple cables on there. That's one thing with some of these, especially those littler ones I have over there. They were a pain in the ass. Cool. Because the port here on top was just so small, it wasn't working. It wasn't doing anything I asked it to do, so yeah. So now we should have a 24 volt battery. Take our multimeter again. And now we'll go to the outside ports. So this one over here is now our positive for our 24 volt battery. It's our negative. And we got 26.35, which is within range for 24 volt. Now we're going to take this. Alright, I got, you can't really see it. Got this little dolly over here. I was using a lead acid battery, so I definitely needed a dolly in case I need to move my batteries for anything. But it still works for this setup. And let's get the other 2 batteries out. I'm going to do the same, and then we'll run them in series. So we'll go from that positive negative straight down to the positive negative, the same one on the other battery, and make it one big 24 volt battery. And I'll be right back and I'll show you where that looks like. Alright, let me show you what we're working with. Alright, hopefully you can see that on the camera pretty good. Everything's in there. So now we have 24 volt, right? So we need to take this, and it's going to connect actually this one's going to connect to this one. And then here's our 2 wires, if you can see them. This is going to our inverter, and these 2 are from our charge controller. Positive, negative, as you can see. So, hook these up here, and then when I put them here, we got to put all 3 leads through there. Shouldn't be that hard. Hopefully there's no sparks or explosions. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's one more thing I just saw. They come with longer and shorter connectors, so that's pretty nice. Because we definitely want a longer one. We're trying to hook up all 3 pieces over here. these two can be shorter. All right. And one they just kind of suck. They're not gonna be color corded, but it is what it is. I mean, because what do you call these? The jumper wires. What color should they be, right? Nice. And nice. That's where some of those deep cycle batteries with the 2 poles really come in, because we could have our batteries and then connect all this. But we're gonna have to do it all at the same time this time. It is what it is. So, wish me luck. There. That's the only so it's the same order. Keep it on that. Yes, man. Comma. I'm leaving this in just to show that everybody struggles. They could edit this part out, and then you'd be like, man, he did that, that was so easy. Then you got to do it, and it's all pain in the butt. Just set something right. All right. Well, there we go. Yeah, I knew it was throwing sparks, so I threw some glasses on. Safety. Couldn't find my clears. Anyways, let me take you off and show you what this thing looks like real quick. All right, it really is that easy. You got your 2 batteries. These 2, positive and negative. Make sure out. Now you use your outside 2. Same with this one. And then this is your series. Positive, positive, negative, negative. I'm going to get my multimeter out. Check the voltage one more time. But everything should be good. Then we'll get this. I got to get my, wherever it was. My solar's coming through the wall right there. Like I said, it's not a lot of power. But we're going to get that hooked up to our charge controller. It is pretty much dark outside. So we're not going to know how that's looking until tomorrow. But we still got 5 kilowatts of power. And what's that, a 3,000? No, 1,500 continuous. 3,000 surge. This is my second one of these. The first one shorted out within the year and I sent it back. But it's been doing pretty good. Granted, I haven't used it a whole lot lately, but for the most part, for a Chinese, you know, inverter or whatever, I don't think it's a big name brand. We got Ames. Tell me if that's a big name brand. I don't know. Anyways, get that put over there. I like this because it does have a Bluetooth readout. And I'll try to remember to put links to all these different components I got. I've had them for a few years, so it's not the best. The biggest thing with your charge controller, what I learned after I got it, whatever this is and whatever the voltage of your system is, multiply those, and that's the max amount that you can charge. So, you know, like I said, I think it's around, what did I say, 600? No. Crap. 24 times 30. So that's around 720 as the max charge rate. So you want to oversize your panels a little bit because you're never going to get 100%. So go at least 20-30% over that for your panels, for the watts from your panels. Because that's, I mean, if I put 2,000 watts of solar on here and say it's even bringing in 1,500 watts of solar, I can still only charge my battery or use 1,200 of them, right? So, yeah, that's one thing. That was a hard lesson to learn right there, I found out. And always make sure you got more than enough batteries, because you can, my lead acids, I did cook some off and boil some, so that was another lesson learned, because I was just charging them way too fast. But anyways, I'll get this thing wired in, and we'll be back. Well, that was it. It was really that easy. You saw me hook those up, blend those together real quick. Had my line coming in from outside, so I hooked up to a little adapter, and everything is working. So I was pretty pleased with that. Yeah. More look at that. So now we have 5,000 watts of usable power. And over here, just so anybody's curious what that is, that's a 12 24 volt charger. Say something happens and we're not, say that goes down or my other stuff goes down outside, I can still use the charger there to top this battery bank off to have, you know, a usable battery bank still in case of emergency, even without my solar. The other thing is, with using this, like I said before, we have 14 kilowatt system. It's a Generac system. I'm gonna start doing some videos on it. Not completely happy, but I mean, are you ever really happy with it? But I will say they've done what they can to make things right and to make things better. It seems like when there is an issue, within about 6 months, the company of Generac, if it's something that they can fix, they fix. So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyways, we have that 14K system. It does come down, it back feeds, it does come back over to the building. So even if I use that charger, the cool thing is I can set that charger and put it onto like one of those little electric smart switches or just a regular dumb timer or whatever, and have it where it only charges in the middle of the day where there's most likely to be the most sun. So before the power gets sold back to the power company, it'll come here out to the building and charge up my own battery bank. Is it as efficient as the batteries I have that are linked into the system? They go from DC panels to DC batteries and pass through real quick? No. Is there going to be some losses? Yes. Am I going to have more than a 30% loss by charging it versus what I'm selling? Because I'm selling it at 70 cents on the dollar. I'm buying it say $1 energy I buy. When I sell them that same $1 worth of energy, they only give me 70 cents. So I'd rather take that $1 or that energy of mine, instead of selling to them and losing 30 cents right there, I can store it and use it and have that. If that makes sense, let me know, because it makes sense in my head. I can't think of a reason why that math really doesn't work, because I am thinking about making a bigger system of my own, to run basically my whole garage eventually, set up on something like that, because we do sell quite a bit back versus using it during the peak times. And if I'm only charging my battery banks off my AC that's being provided through my solar, you see what I'm saying there. So anyways, there's that. And yeah, hope you like this. Like I said, I plan on doing a lot more videos with this now that I got the new battery bank. I'm going to be testing them, putting them through plenty of cycles and stuff like that, and go from there. All right, like, share, and subscribe. See y'all again soon.